Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's up, YouTube? Diggy546. If you want more sports content, that's NFL, NBA, whatever I feel like uploading that particular day, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, like the video. And listen, man, I won't tell if you hit that bell. I mean, when I upload a video, you'll see it. You won't have to deal with YouTube's algorithms and, maybe you don't see the video, maybe you see it 2 weeks later. You'll see it as soon as I upload a video. But let's go ahead and get into this. What is going on with the NFL? Patrick Mahomes got paid. I did a video on that. But now you have Nate Solder, the Giants player rep, coming out saying that the players might not play if the NFL doesn't meet their demands, to try to keep everybody safe. You have players in the NFL who have sickle cell. You have players in the NFL who were cancer survivors. You have coaches in the NFL who are 60, 70, 80 years old. You have personnel on the team. You have personnel that work for teams that have underlying conditions. There's multiple players who have diabetes. That's an understatement. Patrick Peterson has diabetes. Dave Gettleman, the Giants general manager, has cancer. So how are they going to make sure that everybody stays safe? That is the biggest concern. Training camps are scheduled to start like July 22nd or July 24th, somewhere around that. Who knows what's going on, man? This was looking to be a really, really great season. I don't want to say was because it's not canceled yet, and I don't think it will be canceled. But a lot of players might not play. And like I said, Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. Bill Belichick has Cam Newton. People want to see what's going on with that. Tom Brady's in the division with Drew Brees, the two veteran quarterbacks at the end of their careers, duking it out for that NFC South crown and for hopefully a Super Bowl for one of them. You got Daniel Jones as a Giants fan going into his second year. You got Lamar Jackson coming back. Patrick Mahomes coming back to see what he does this next year. There's a lot of things to look forward to as anတဲ့fan for this upcoming season. And it would definitely be a shame if it got canceled, but you would have to understand. There's just been so much going on with everything else in the world, and they need to make sure that these players stay safe. Now, my argument against that would be, I've seen a lot of these players with no regard for their health at all. I've seen these players go to parties. I've seen these players work out with random people that they just walk and see at a park with no mask on, no gloves, no nothing. I've seen people like Bobby Hart not even believe that the virus is real. Shout out to Bobby Hart for not blocking and being one half of the tandem, him and Eric Flowers, that helped end Eli's career. But you got people like Bobby Hart who don't even think the virus is real, who thinks he shouldn't have to wear a mask. So everything coming from every different direction, it's going to be difficult to be able to make this work and make this work smoothly. It's almost going to have to be a bubble kind of thing, like the NBA. College teams already at the start, this is a good month before the season, maybe a month. Usually the college season will start pretty soon from now, but I don't know when they're actually going to start it. But all of these leagues are saying that they're going to keep it just in their conference. So the SEC is only going to play SEC teams. Big Ten is only going to play the Big Ten teams. ACC is going to play the ACC. So I'm sure, like I said, everybody's excited for this season. Everybody wants to see the rookies that got drafted. They want to see how they play. They want to see how. I feel like the biggest story by far is Tom Brady on the Buccaneers and Bill Belichick on the Patriots, and seeing these two without each other for the first time to see. Me personally, I feel like they both made each other great. Tom Brady was the perfect guy, just like Tim Duncan was the perfect guy for Greg Popovich. Tom Brady was the perfect guy for Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick was the perfect coach for Tom Brady. I feel like they both made each other better. I feel like Bill Belichick is the best defensive mind ever. But I also believe that Bill Belichick has sabotaged Tom Brady. It's been very obvious. It seems like he cares more about getting the credit than winning a couple of times. But to see them two apart from each other is going to be very interesting because you know both of them are all-time greats. So that makes them all-time competitors. And they want to prove to the other and they want to prove to the world that they were the reason for the dynasty. You know, people want to always say who deserves more credit, who gets this, you know, who deserves the blame, who deserves the credit. Football is a collaborative effort. If Tom Brady's offensive line doesn't block, he's going to have a tough time. We saw that in that AFC Championship game against Von Miller. If Bill Belichick calls all the right plays and his defense is horrible and his players are horrible, it's not really going to matter much. He might be able to make a horrible team, horrible defense better than horrible, but he's not going to make them great. So he's got Cam Newton, he's got Gilmore still, but he lost a lot of defensive players. I think he lost that D tackle, Danny Shelton, lost Kyle Van Noy, he lost the linebacker Landon Roberts, I'm pretty sure. He lost a lot of key pieces, but he still has McCourty, he still has Gilmore. So we'll see how good their defense is this year. Sorry, not Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady is on the Buccaneers now, and nobody was really thinking that. I always thought that he would go to the Chargers, or maybe the Cowboys would get sick of Dak and he would go to the Cowboys, but didn't go to the Chargers, went to the Buccaneers. He has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Gronk is coming out of retirement. He's got Cameron Brate, and he's got O.J. Howard. So these are a lot of weapons. And at this point, for Tom Brady, it's going to be like this. Either he's Tom Brady still, which I believe he is, and he goes out there and he throws 40-plus touchdowns. He's an MVP candidate, and he's lighting everything up, and he's 14-2, or undefeated, or somewhere around that. Or it'll be sad, and it'll be the first time that we see Tom Brady not be the best player in the league. So we'll see how that goes. If Tom Brady goes out and he's not able to achieve anything with these guys, then that means that Bill Belichick has just taken all the life out of him. Because last year we saw what Tom Brady had to do with no weapons at all. And I felt bad for him in that situation, because I saw what the Giants did to Eli Manning with no offensive line, and starting 2013, really no receivers, and then we got Odell and there was nobody else there. There's a lot of storylines that we all want to see for all of our specific teams. I, for one, think that Daniel Jones is supposed to have a breakout season this year, and I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get to see it. I think that Saquon is going to establish himself as the best running back in the league, bar none, no debate, and I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get to see it. But you can only control what you can control. All we can do is hope. It'll be really tough if the season is gone. So those are my thoughts on what's going on with the NFL. Those are my thoughts what's going on with the NFL, and pretty much what I'm most excited to see. And like I said, I really hope that there is a season. So Thingy546, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.